Okay, just for perspective, that's quite narrow down there. Recommendation, widen it up so there's two lanes, actually one going straight, one going straight, one going right, and make sure there's enough room going that way for people to go sideways. As you can see from here, this person wants to come out, but as you can see, there's a row of traffic here wanting to keep going. And then now look here when no one lets you in. This is the answer why you really want to close this exit point off and entrance. Very simple. And there's another vehicle just waiting to come in, but as you can tell from all this traffic, this is what we've got for congestion. And everyone's looking to turn right, and then all of a sudden you get one person that wants to turn into KFC. Thankfully, most of them want to turn left and go straight. And currently this is the queue waiting to get out. And this Ford Ranger originally had its right hand indicator on to start with, and now someone's blocked his way out. So realistically, this entry exit point needs to be closed off. Very simple. And this taxi has got his right hand indicator on. I wonder if he's going to try and get across, or he wants to do a right hand turn into the thing. No. Oh, maybe. Which is lucky. But as you can see, he wanted to turn right, but as it first looked like, he was going straight across. So on this side here, we need to get rid of that pole right there on the opposite side, so there can be one lane turning directly into KFC McDonald's entrance, and to basically allow those in the left hand lane to turn directly into the actual KFC McDonald's and the car wash entry lane. And those that want to keep going straight have to use the right turn lane to keep going into the actual Woodgrove and along Barries Road towards Bowens down that end. But as you can see from here, have a look at the procession at the back end there, waiting to turn right to keep going. And as you can see from this, is someone going to let this person in? Maybe, maybe not. Nah. Someone's being courteous. Or are they? Yeah, they are. Which is good. As you can see. No. And then you got people travelling on the footpath with motorbikes. Now, here's your problem down here. Have a look at this. Someone who wants to turn right has moved all the way over to the left hand side and is now stopping the traffic from actually turning right, or from going straight way down there. And then once again, down here, someone's moved way over to the left-hand side and someone can barely get past. And this one here was waiting to go left to jump into that right-hand turn lane, and now look what's happened here. This yellow Falcon jumped into the spot where they could have come into, and now they've all started banking up. That this driver is now going to have to wait, and this is the reason why I'm saying automatically close this location off, both in and out. There is a perfectly good entrance point down there, except those that are coming out of KFC, McDonald's and the car wash drive-through down there have to contend with those that want to turn right into the actual into the shopping centre there. But because they're offset to each other, those that come out of there first, out of Woodgrove, actually cut those that are actually coming out of KFC, McDonald's entrance point off from actually exiting. So realign the road so they are right opposite each other. And I make the point once again down there, someone holding up the traffic, that van, if you'd actually made the lanes wider, closer to the footpath, you'd actually be able to get cars in more easily and put an actual lane there. So people have to be in the lane. Now, just so people know, just before I arrived at this spot, I actually saw a vehicle come from the opposite side of the road and actually turn right into Woodgrove here. But this has been a constant record since I've arrived in this spot, and no one's actually turned right into here, and no one's gone to turn right at any stage. There's a little bit of courtesy in play, but not a lot. But and this one here wanted to actually go right. They come in with the right indicator, and then now they're backing up. I'm going to take note of the registration, CKU 655. The likely answer is I'll see them turn into the McDonald's drive-through in a few moments, which, based on that, I would assume that they were actually planning to jump straight across where they're not meant to turn right. I may be playing a dangerous game by making an assumption, but assumptions can be validated, especially if you see the vehicle come past you again. Hey, move up! So at this moment it looks like no one's actually done anything illegal at this point in close to half an hour. But the congestion factor validates why this location here needs to be closed off, and why that particular side of the equation also needs to be removed. I'm going to move back and you'll see what I mean. I can't quite see because of the van, but you'll realise the procession that's way back there, all looking to jump into this right-hand turn lane. If I go all the way back, it's almost like you can't get anyone in. Additionally, right, based on what's currently happening with roadworks up on High Street and Coburn's Road, we've got a situation of, have a look at the procession all the way back there to where that bus is, way back there. The congestion is off the charts. Okay, so the procession's just stopped now, okay? And now we look. I've got one car sitting here waiting to go, and that's the procession behind the intersection. And now let's go for a look over the top. All the way back. And this is why we need to close this entrance point off, because unless someone's courteous enough to let this person in after everyone starts moving, this entrance is an absolute nightmare and exit, so it needs to be closed. So Woodgrove Shopping Centre, this is your land, this is your entry exit point, close it off. It's not needed. People are capable of driving all the way back to that entry exit point up there, but Melton City Council, additionally, widen this section of road just here between, remove this pole here and widen the lane up to 2 lanes so one can be dedicated to drive in. I'm going for a walk to the other side. Okay, take a look at this congestion, this bottleneck. I don't need to say any more. Right, you see the 2 lanes right there? This pole needs to be removed and literally open it up right up to the edge of the footpath and literally bring it straight down as 1 lane and keep it dedicated to turn into McDonald's and KFC. Even if you move this pole from there to where I'm standing on this corner right here, move the pole to here, and then literally have 1 lane dedicated to KFC, McDonald's, and the car wash, and keep the outside lane free to keep going straight ahead. But also coming back to here, I don't need to say any more than this. Have a look for yourself. From this point right here where I'm standing, literally start verging it sideways back towards KFC here and widen up the lane so that, as you can see from this person here, they've almost closed off the lane so no one can get past because there's no dedicated lane. So Melbourne City Council, make 2 dedicated lanes, 1 to go straight and 1 to turn right. Because admittedly, what we have in the situation here is that if you want to turn out of McDonald's, KFC, right, or the car wash, you're watching all this traffic and you don't know if they're going straight or they're turning right. At this moment, I'm actually in a situation where this is a problem. Someone just scraped their wheels on the side. This one's quite a fair way over, but still, people are still rubbing their wheels on the gutter to come past. So, widen the lane up. Very simple. Bring it closer to this footpath, but this pole right in front of me, move it back a little bit. Also, at least that way you can bring the turn lane out for the left side. That way people have got room to turn to the left with a little more certainty as a dedicated lane before actually merging into the main part of the road. But I'll make my focal point from here now and you'll see what I mean. Okay, see where that 4-wheel drive just came out of? That's the entry exit point for Woodgrove Shopping Centre, and I'm right at the left-hand turn lane for the actual for the exit lane for McDonald's, KFC and the car wash. Very simple. Bring the exit point directly in front. That way if those want to turn right out of Woodgrove, are literally in line with each other. Very simple. So from there, bring them right to this point. Beyond that, if those want to turn right from here, can turn right, but those that want to come from Woodgrove can also turn right. But they've also got to be mindful of those that are turning left out of here. But it's simple, because if you want to turn right from here and go towards Coburn's Road, you've got to be mindful of those turning right back towards Barries Road heading westbound, which means that if there's traffic, you've got a problem. Now, as you just saw then, that 4-wheel drive had to go bush bashing on the side of the grass to turn in. This situation right here needs to be rectified also. So you got 2 options. One, bring this location back to the left, to the right, back towards Coburn's Road, and make a dedicated lane for the actual but also bring Woodgrove's entry exit further across. Both need to be done. Very simple. Because as you can see, someone's being courteous for a change, but you've got a situation. But also, if you notice those pedestrians also, yes, there is a pedestrian crossing further around at the traffic lights, but if you're coming from McDonald's or KFC to head into Woodgrove, why not offer a pedestrian crossing also further along, like up at this entry exit point? I don't need to say any more, but I'm going to walk back. And then you get people like this that are on their mobile phones. I don't need to say any more. So, back to the entrance. As you can see, the congestion factor is quite high. I don't need to say any more than that. I'm going back across. When it's clear. So at this moment, okay. Yeah, so as far as the congestion's concerned, this entry exit point, it needs to be closed. Because as I've said, here's 1, 2, 3 cars all looking to get into this road, but there's plenty of space up there to come in. But you've now got this situation of this one person may be wanting to turn right but can't get across. I do not know how many people actually want to get into that right turn lane. I've only got to assume all of them. So smart move, close this off and get everyone coming into the up the back there rather than here. And now I got one person turning right into McDonald's. Okay, so only one person wanted to turn, oh no, 2 out of the 3 wanted to turn into the right hand lane. But it is a notorious situational point where this needs to be closed off just for the factor of trying to make it safer, let alone just the congestion. congestion wise, this is a problem. But additionally, this situation here can be worse, but it can definitely be rectified to be made better. I've ran this long enough, but people can see the justification now why this particular location needs the actual barriers in play, and they need to redesign this section of road, especially from the intersection up there at Coburn's Road all the way up to this entrance point of McDonald's, so that everyone that wants to go to McDonald's is in one dedicated lane and there's no crossing over. But additionally also have no opportunity to turn right here from the McDonald's side, or no opportunity to turn right from here across to McDonald's. Now have a look up at the back end here. As you can see, that's all the way past the entry exit point for the actual shopping centre. And we've still got 1, 2, 3 cars still waiting to get in. Only one car got out to turn right. Additionally, you may want to consider also widening this road to 3 lanes. 2 lanes to turn right and 1 to continue straight, and bringing it way back to roughly where I'm standing here, to this point right here, and bring it back to 3 lanes. Add an additional lane to run right up where these poles are, and just keep it in line right along the green patch. Make it 3 lanes up to the intersection. That way you can have 2 lanes turning right to relieve all this